Chapter 731 Once you enter the gambling dog, it is as deep as the sea, and it is extremely difficult to turn back. If I have a pill or a treasure that can improve the power of a divine beast, can I use it? Or can I only buy the ones from your Tianyang arena? At this time, Yi Feng suddenly thought of something, and then looked at the middle-aged man and asked. Master, you can only use the elixirs or treasures from our Tianyang arena. Unless the elixirs or treasures you want to use are not available in our Tianyang arena, then you can use your own elixirs or treasures. Hearing Yi Feng's question, the middle-aged man immediately explained. Okay. I know. Now, take me to choose a divine beast, and then I will defend the arena. After understanding this situation, Yi Feng looked at the other party with a smile and said. On. Why did you come here by yourself? Didn't I ask you to wait for me? At this moment, a young man in luxurious clothes suddenly came over from the side, and then directly pulled Yi Feng aside. Hey! Mr. Ding is here to make trouble again. Obviously he is a gambler, but he always wants to change others' hearts to become gamblers. I really don't know why he does this. Seeing Ding Heng pulling Yi Feng aside, the middle-aged man shook his head helplessly and talked to himself. Who is on? Did this guy recognize the wrong person? Looking at the strange young man who pulled him aside, Yi Feng also showed a bit of confusion. Brother! Did you recognize the wrong person? I'm not on. Then, Yi Feng looked at the other party and asked. Brother! What on and ago? I'm saving you, haven't you reacted yet? Hearing what Yi Feng said, Ding Heng also hurriedly explained. Save me? Am I in danger? Also, why did you save me? Hearing the other party's words, Yi Feng also asked with a puzzled look on his face. Brother! Once you enter the gambling world, it's as deep as the sea. It's extremely difficult to turn back. I can see that this is your first time here, so you can't get too deep into it. Once you get into it, you'll really become a gambler. Once you become a gambler, your life will be ruined. Haven't you heard a saying that gamblers have nothing? Seeing Yi Feng's puzzled look, Ding Heng began to persuade him patiently like a good brother. I just want to defend the ring? How can this be a gambler? Hearing Ding Heng's words, Yi Feng was even more confused, and then looked at the other party and said directly, I don't quite understand what you mean. Brother! Then I'll just say it directly. This Colosseum is not as simple as you think. You don't really think there are always customers who want to gamble here. If you want to defend the ring, if there is no one to attack the ring, then the Colosseum will arrange its own people to compete with you. Although the strength of the beasts they use is almost the same, the beasts they use are definitely stronger than the ones you buy, not to mention that the pills or natural treasures they give to the beasts to enhance their strength are also better than yours. So, in a normal competition, you may still win, but if you meet the internal staff of the Colosseum, you will definitely lose. Also, don't fantasize about winning streak here and getting the infinitely doubled reward, because you can't get it at all. Once you win several games in a row, even if there are normal customers, they will send their own people to end your winning streak. Hearing Yi Feng's words, Ding Heng directly told all the unknown things about the Colosseum. So that's how it is. Thank you for reminding me, big brother. If you hadn't reminded me, I really wouldn't know these things. After hearing these news, Yi Feng also showed a touch of surprise. He really didn't expect that there were so many unknown secrets in such a Colosseum. Big brother! Where are you going? When Yi Feng saw Ding Heng turn around and walk towards the middle-aged man not far away, he also asked with a puzzled look on his face. Go and gamble. I'm a senior gambler. Even if I know these things, I can't control myself. But you have to listen to my advice. The water here is too deep and you can't control it at all. So, let's go quickly. Let me, your brother, bear all the suffering alone. After saying that, Ding Heng walked towards the middle-aged man not far away. You advise others not to be a gambler. And then you yourself are an out-and-out gambler? Shouldn't you lead by example? Yifeng was shocked when he heard Ding Heng's words, but he could feel that the other party was a good person. Manager Zhang. Still the same as before, take me to buy a 7th level 9-star beast. Then I will defend the ring. On the other side, when Ding Heng came to the middle-aged man, he spoke directly. Mr. Ding. Don't rush to buy the beast. It seems that your persuasion just now is not very effective. That kid is coming again. Noticing that Yifeng, who was not far away, walked directly towards the two of them, Manager Zhang also reminded them with a smile. Hearing this, Ding Heng also turned his head and looked over. Brother. Why are you here? Didn't I tell you to leave here as soon as possible? Seeing Yifeng coming over, Ding Heng also asked hurriedly. Brother. Although I am not a gambler, I am a prodigal son. If I don't lose something here, I can't sleep when I go back. Hearing Ding Heng's inquiry, Yifeng also explained with a smile. You are not a gambler, but a prodigal son? Knowing that you will lose, you want to lose something deliberately? In this world of gamblers, can you still play like this? After hearing what Yifeng said, Ding Heng was completely stunned. For a moment, he even didn't know how to persuade the other party, because if the other party was really a prodigal son, then it seemed that this place was really suitable for him. Manager Zhang was also confused. In the thousands of years he had been in charge of the Colosseum, he had seen too many gamblers, but he had never seen a prodigal son come here to play. Manager Zhang. In the Colosseum, what is the cultivation level of the strongest beast? Based on the top beast, how many games do I need to win in a row to double the reward to a level that your Colosseum cannot afford? Just when the two were shocked by Yifeng's self-exposed identity, Yifeng asked such a question with a serious face. How many games do I need to win in a row to double the reward to a level that the Colosseum cannot afford? If that's the case, are you sure you are here to lose money, not to kick the field? Hearing Yifeng shouting, Manager Zhang was angry and Ding Heng was confused. The two of them really didn't expect that Yifeng would ask such a question. Chapter 732 Manager Zhang, do you have any in the Colosseum? Young master. Then can I understand that you want to challenge our Colosseum? After calming down, Manager Zhang looked at Yifeng and asked. Manager Zhang. If you want to understand it that way, it's okay. Anyway, challenging anyone is a challenge, and what I care about more is the infinitely multiplied reward. Hearing Manager Zhang's question, Yifeng also responded with a playful look. Interesting. It's been a long time since anyone has challenged our Tianyang Colosseum. Since the young master wants to challenge our Tianyang Colosseum, this matter is not something that a small steward like me can be responsible for. I need to report to the owner immediately, so please wait here for a moment. After saying that, Steward Zhang walked up the stairs and went directly to the 3rd floor. Brother. I didn't expect you to be such a tough guy. You dare to challenge the Tianyang Colosseum. As far as I know, the Tianyang Colosseum has been challenged 5 times since its establishment, and the 5 challenges all ended with the victory of the Tianyang Colosseum. When Steward Zhang left, Ding Heng also looked at Yifeng with a shocked face and said aloud. Brother. I'm just playing around. Don't take it too seriously. It doesn't matter if you lose. Just think of it as a loss. But if we win, we will make a lot of money. Hearing Ding Heng's words, Yifeng also said aloud with a nonchalant look. That's right. Anyway, you only need to buy a divine beast to defend the arena, and you don't need to pay too much. But if you want to win, you must win consecutively, this is the biggest difficulty. Ding Heng nodded after hearing this. After all, although Yifeng said that he wanted to challenge the Tianyang arena, he didn't say what the stakes were. so even if he lost this fight, he wouldn't lose too much. On the other side. A study on the third floor. Oh. After thousands of years, someone wants to challenge our Tianyang Coliseum again? After hearing the news from manager Zhang, Shi Sanhai instantly became interested and asked directly, what huge bet did the other party make? Master Shi. He just bought a top-level beast, and then wanted to win all the wealth of our Coliseum with the unlimited double bonus of winning streak. Manager Zhang was stunned when he heard Shi Sanhai's words, and then he hurriedly explained. Huh? No bet? And then want to win all the wealth of the Coliseum with winning streak? Hearing this, Shi Sanhai's face instantly became ugly. Manager Zhang. There's not even a fucking bet, and you call this a challenge? If a customer comes to defend the arena and casually says he wants to challenge the Coliseum, I have to take personal responsibility? You've been working in the Coliseum for thousands of years, can't you see that the other party is just pretending? Then, Shi Sanhai looked at manager Zhang and scolded him. After all, someone who got something for nothing might lose the first fight, and then he would just say that the challenge failed and turn around and leave. What are they, then? Are they just clowns playing with you? Master Shi. I'm so sorry, because there hasn't been a challenger for so long, I forgot that if you want to challenge our Coliseum, you need to put up enough bets. Hearing Shi Sanhai's angry rebuke, manager Zhang also hurriedly explained in a panic. Okay. Next time if this happens again, think about it first. Also, since the opponent is so arrogant, teach him a lesson and get rid of him in the first fight. After saying that, Shi Sanhai waved his hand, indicating that manager Zhang could leave the study and do this immediately. Don't worry, Master Shi. I will definitely get rid of the opponent in the first fight. After saying that, manager Zhang immediately left the study. Half an hour later. Second floor, number 1 fighting arena, guard lounge. Young Master Yi. This blood-winged war wolf is an 8th level 9-star beast, which means it has the 9th level peak of the divine realm. It can be said that this level of beast is the top beast in our arena. The competition will start soon. Do you need to buy some elixirs or treasures that can enhance the strength of the beast in a short period of time? At this time, manager Zhang also looked at Yi Feng and asked. Of course I have to buy it. However, I have some in my own hands. If your arena has them, I will buy yours. Hearing manager Zhang's words, Yi Feng looked at him with a playful look and expressed his thoughts. Young Master Yi. Just tell me what kind of elixir or treasure it is. Whatever you have, we definitely have in the Coliseum. Hearing Yi Feng's words, manager Zhang also spoke out with confidence. Silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus tears. I want to give this blood-winged war wolf the silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus tears. Do you have it in your Coliseum? Seeing manager Zhang's confident look, Yi Feng also looked at him with a half-smile and said the special item he wanted to give to the divine beast. Silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus tears? How could we have such a rare and expensive thing in our Coliseum? And, I don't know how many blood-winged war wolves can be bought with a drop of silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus tears. As a result, you want to use this expensive treasure in such an ordinary fight? Hearing Yi Feng talking about the tears of the silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus, manager Zhang was stunned and even thought that Yi Feng was joking. After all, how could a normal person use such an expensive treasure in such an ordinary fight? Moreover, they didn't have any bets. Even if they did, plus the rewards from their Coliseum, it would still be a huge loss. Fuck. No way. Brother Yi, are you going to play so hard right from the start? You know, those are the extremely valuable tears of the silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus. If he really has them, and even really uses them in this fight, then he is really a prodigal son. Ding Heng, who was standing by, also showed an unbelievable look on his face when he heard Yi Feng's words. Manager Zhang. Do you have these broken tears in the Coliseum? If you don't have them, then I'll have to use mine. Seeing that Manager Zhang didn't respond for a long time, Yifeng also asked out loud. Pretending. He is definitely pretending. I don't believe he has them, and even if he has them, I don't believe he will really use them in this fight. Thinking of this, Manager Zhang laughed, and then said directly, Young Master Yi, we really don't have these tears of the silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus in the Colosseum. If you have them, you can use them at will. Chapter 733, Let it drink it for fun, who let us have the conditions. System. Use the money to open the special magic jar for me, specify the tears of the silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus, and open a jar first. After hearing what Zheng Wanzhi said, Yifeng gave the system an order in his mind. Take it. Go ahead and take it. Why is there no response? Seeing that Yifeng didn't move for a long time, Zheng Wanzhi's eyes flashed with disdain, and he sneered in his heart, Fortunately, I guessed in advance that you were bragging, otherwise, you would have fooled me again this time. Hey! I thought Brother Yi was a tough guy. Who would have thought that his fierceness was blown out with his mouth? Ding Hang, who was standing by, saw that Yifeng had no reaction, and guessed something in his heart, then shook his head and smiled bitterly. Bang! At this moment, Yifeng suddenly slapped a wine pot on the table, and then poured the tears of the silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus in the wine pot into the wine glass. This kid actually has the tears of the silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus in his hand? Moreover, the tears of the silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus, which are measured by drops in others, are measured by pots in him. Can a person really be so rich? Seeing the drops of silver-white tears poured out by Yifeng, Manager Zhang was stunned. He really didn't expect that the other party was not bragging, but really awesome. Too fierce. Brother Yi is really too fierce. I didn't expect that his fierceness was not blown out with his mouth, but really fierce. Ding Hang, who was standing by, saw the drops of silver-white tears and muttered to himself with a shocked face. Bloodwing War Wolf. Drink this cup of tears, and then show your strongest side in the arena. Let all the beasts of the same level in the arena know that you are the strongest beast here. At this time, Yifeng came to the front of the Bloodwing War Wolf with a glass of wine, and then said excitedly, Wait a minute. Brother Yi, didn't you give the Bloodwing War Wolf too much silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus tears? It only needs one drop to enter the violent state, and the violent state can be maintained for a long enough time. There is no need to take so much. After all, no matter how much it takes, it can only prolong its violent state time, and it can't make it stronger. At this time, Ding Hang, who had recovered from his shock, looked at Yifeng and reminded him. I know. But there is actually no difference between taking one drop and taking a wine glass for me. So, let it drink for fun. Who let us have this condition? Hearing Ding Hang's persuasion, Yifeng also laughed and explained. There is no difference between taking one drop and taking a wine glass? That is the tears of the silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus. Even if it appears in the auction house, it is a rare treasure auctioned drop by drop. Why is there no difference for you? Even if you are a prodigal son, you don't have to be so prodigal. You have to have the bottom line. After hearing Yifeng's explanation, Ding Hang and Manager Zhang felt that their perceptions of prodigals were refreshed by the other party. Wait a minute. If young Master Yi plays this way, then what's the point of our playing? Even if we use the best elixir or natural treasures in the Colosseum, the effect is not as good as the tears of the silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus. If we fight, we will definitely lose. Thinking of this situation, Manager Zhang panicked instantly. After finding an excuse to leave the lounge, he quickly walked towards the study on the 3rd floor. He must tell the owner of the venue immediately. 3rd floor, study. Master Sure. Something big has happened. That kid is really going to challenge our Tianyang Arena. Besides, our Tianyang Arena is likely to lose. When he arrived at the door of the study, Manager Zhang didn't even knock on the door, but kicked it open, then walked into the study and told him the situation. Manager Zhang. Are you too proud, or am I too old to lift a knife? Now you dare to kick my door directly. Seeing the broken door, Shi Sanhai was furious and cursed. Master Shi. It's time, you still care about this broken door. If we don't hurry up and find a way, our arena will belong to others. Seeing that Shi Sanhai didn't care about what he said at all, but focused on the broken door, Manager Zhang also reminded him anxiously. He bought his divine beast from our Colosseum. He also bought the elixir, or natural treasures, for his divine beast from our Colosseum. Whether it's a divine beast or elixir, the best ones are in our hands. Tell me, in this situation, how could we lose? After hearing Zhang's reminder, especially seeing the other party's anxious face, Shi Sanhai suppressed his anger, then looked at the other party and questioned him. Master Shi. The treasure he wants to give to the beast is not available in our Colosseum. According to the rules of our Colosseum, if we don't have it, he can use his own stuff. Hearing Shi Sanhai's question, Manager Zhang also hurriedly explained. Ha ha ha. Interesting, really interesting. That young man has treasures in his hands that we don't have in the Colosseum? Then tell me, what treasure did he take out? Hearing Manager Zhang's words, Shi Sanhai also became interested and then asked directly. The tears of the silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus Rex. Moreover, the other party did not take out a drop, but a whole pot. Even, he feeds the beast one glass at a time. He also said that for him, it's the same whether it's a drop or a glass, he doesn't care at all. Hearing Shi Sanhai's question, Manager Zhang also hurriedly told this situation. Stunned. After hearing this situation, Shi Sanhai was directly stunned. He knew very well how expensive a drop of silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus tear was, and the other party actually took out a pot. Just based on this financial strength, it was enough to prove that the other party was not someone he could afford to provoke. No wonder the other party didn't place any bets. It's not that the other party can't afford it, but they are afraid that I can't afford it. And a young master of this level is not something I can afford to offend. If he wants to win all of my Tianyang Colosseum, no matter whether I can beat him or not, I can't win, I can only lose, and lose the entire Tianyang Colosseum to him. Thinking of this, Shi Sanhai also revealed a bitter smile. He never thought that his small Colosseum would be targeted by a young master of this level, which made him have no ability to resist at all. Chapter 734 Brother Ding, do you want to quit gambling? Master Shi. What should we do next? Should we try our best to stop him from winning streak? If we can't stop him from winning streak, it won't take many games, and the infinitely doubled rewards will exceed the limit that our Colosseum can bear. Seeing that Shi Sanhai didn't react for a long time, Manager Zhang also asked hurriedly. Stop it? How to stop it? Let's not talk about our elixirs or natural treasures, they are not as good as the tears of the silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus. Even if they are comparable, do we dare to win? If we really anger this young master, I'm afraid we will have to lose our lives here. At this point, Shi Sanhai also paused, and then continued, now we can only abandon the field to save our lives. Since he wants to win the entire Colosseum, let him win. Although he will lose the Colosseum, it is better than losing his life. After saying that, Shi Sanhai was like a deflated ball, and he collapsed directly on his chair. It can be said that in the thousands of years he has been running the Colosseum, he has also experienced many crises, but this time, the crisis made him feel a deep sense of powerlessness. Master Shi. I understand what to do. After listening to Shi Sanhai's words, Manager Zhang also understood, and then he left the study room directly. On the other side. Too strong. The tears of the silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus are really too strong. After the blood-winged war wolf entered the violent state, Its overall strength increased by nearly 10 times, and the beast with the same cultivation level that attacked the ring was like a younger brother among younger brothers in its hands, and it was simply controlled at will. At this time, Ding Heng looked at the blood-winged war wolf in the arena playing with the earth-horned rhinoceros opposite, and his eyes also showed a touch of surprise. He knew that the tears of the silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus were very strong, but he really didn't expect that it could be so strong. Brother Ding. Anyway, we are idle, do you want to bet with me? At this time, Yi Feng, who had nothing to do, looked at Ding Heng and proposed. You are an invincible super prodigal, you want to bet with me, a gambler? Hearing Yi Feng's proposal, Ding Heng was stunned at first, then he showed an interested look and asked, Brother Yi, how do you want to bet? Just bet whether I can win 10 games in a row. As for the bet, I will directly bet a pot of silver-fawned Tyrannosaurus tears. Seeing that Ding Heng was very interested in his proposal, Yi Feng directly expressed his thoughts. Is there still a need to bet? Even a fool knows that you can win, moreover, let alone winning 10 games in a row, as long as there are enough beasts in the Tianyang Coliseum, even if you want to win 100 games in a row, it will be a sure thing. Hearing the bet proposed by Yi Feng, Ding Heng was stunned, because he really couldn't think of what to bet on in this bet. Brother Yi. There is no need to bet on this bet. After all, I will definitely choose you to win consecutive games, and you will also make this decision. Then we both make the same decision, and this bet is meaningless. Then, Ding Heng looked at Yi Feng and expressed his thoughts. Too small. Brother Ding, your pattern is too small. Who said we will make the same decision? I can bet on myself to fail. Hearing Ding Heng's words, Yi Feng also smiled and expressed his thoughts. I bet you can win 10 games in a row. Then you bet that you can't win 10 games in a row? If you lose on purpose, won't I lose even the bitter tea seeds? Although I am a gambler, you can't treat me like a fool. After discovering the loophole in this gambling game, Ding Heng looked at Yi Feng and said directly, Brother Yi, this gambling game is completely under your control. I have no hope of winning at all, so I can't gamble with you. Brother Ding. Have you forgotten that I am a prodigal son? Then do you think there is a possibility that I simply want to lose some silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus tears to you? Hearing Ding Heng's refusal, Yi Feng did not react much, but instead aroused the other party's gambler mentality again. Bet 10 pots of silver-fanged Tyrannosaurus tears. And you just need to bet everything you have. Seeing Ding Heng began to hesitate, Yi Feng directly increased the bet tenfold. Crap. Done. As a gambler, the worst that can happen is that I have nothing. I'm not afraid of anything. Hearing that Yi Feng increased the bet tenfold, Ding Heng's gambling blood was completely awakened, and then he looked at Yi Feng and said directly, Brother Yi, I accept this bet. 1 game. 2 games. 3 games. 9 games. 10 games. Stunned. When Yi Feng's blood-winged war wolf won 10 games in a row with an invincible posture, Ding Heng was completely stunned. He never thought that he would win like this. There was not even a small episode during the process. This unpredictable gambling result made him feel empty. Ding. Congratulations to the host for completing the random task, and the reward is a special item, precognition fragment *10,000. Ding. Congratulations to the host for triggering the wasteful behavior, and the reward is a breakthrough of a small realm. At this moment, the system's reward prompt sound also rang in Yi Feng's mind. Boom. Boom. Immediately afterwards, 2 consecutive breakthrough auras burst out from Yi Feng's body. The 3rd level of the Heavenly God Realm? Brother Yi didn't do anything, but he broke through from the 1st level of the Heavenly God Realm to the 3rd level of the Heavenly God Realm. Noticing the 2 breakthrough auras that burst out from Yi Feng's body, Ding Heng on the side also showed a touch of surprise. Break through 2 small realms in succession. One should be a reward for completing a random task, and the other is a reward for triggering a wasteful behavior. Noticing that his cultivation had broken through two small realms in succession, Yifeng also muttered to himself, and then he checked the special items he had obtained. Precognitive fragments contains a trace of power to peek into the secrets of heaven. Absorbing the predictive power in the fragments will have a certain predictive ability. This thing looks awesome, but it's useless to me. After all, I have the opportunity to peek into the secrets of heaven, which is definitely better than this. Since it's useless to keep it, why not give it to someone else? Thinking of this, Yifeng looked at Ding Heng on the side. Brother Ding is a gambler. But he persuaded me not to get involved in it before, which shows that he also wants to turn back, but he just can't give up his gambling addiction. In that case, then I will help him. Yifeng knew very well that what a gambler enjoys most is the anticipation, tension, and excitement of not knowing the result until the end. If the result can be predicted in advance, then the anticipation, tension, and excitement will be lost, and thus the interest in gambling will be lost. It can be said that the ability to predict is absolutely the most suitable power to save gamblers, nothing else. Brother Ding, do you want to quit gambling? Then, Yifeng looked at Ding Heng seriously and asked. Chapter 735 Why are you still asking me? Just tell me my name. Quit gambling? The thing I like to do most in my life is gambling. Then, you ask me if I want to quit gambling now? Hearing what Yifeng said, Ding Heng was stunned. He didn't understand why Yifeng suddenly asked such a question. Brother Yi, let me tell you this. Unless I die, I will never quit gambling in my life. If you insist on making me quit gambling, you might as well just kill me. Although he didn't understand why Yifeng asked this question, Ding Heng still answered him seriously. Don't want to quit gambling? If you don't want to quit gambling, then wouldn't it be a waste to give you these predictive fragments? I want to help you get out of the sea of suffering, not to let you help me lose money. Hearing Ding Heng's answer, Yifeng was stunned at first, and then he became excited. He never thought that he would get unexpected gains by asking casually. What's the situation? Why do I feel that Brother Ye's eyes suddenly become a little bit wrong when he looks at me? At this time, Ding Heng, who noticed the change in Yifeng's expression, felt a little uneasy for some reason. System, use the opportunity of peeping into the secrets of heaven once, and check if giving the foreknowledge fragment to Ding Heng will be good or bad for him in the future. Although giving the foreknowledge fragment to Ding Heng is a very wasteful thing, Yifeng did not do it immediately, but asked the system. If this foreknowledge ability is of no benefit to Ding Heng, then he will not cheat the other party. After all, the other party had advised him not to become a gambler before. For a good person like this, he really didn't want to cheat the other party. Ding. Consume the opportunity of peeping into the secrets of heaven once. If Ding Heng gets the power in the foreknowledge fragment, although he can't continue to be a gambler in the future, he can avoid many dangers and live for tens of thousands of years. Ding. Remind the host that if the other party does not get the foreknowledge ability, then the other party will die in a fatal crisis 3 days later. As Yifeng's voice fell, the voice of the system rang from his mind. If Brother Ding didn't gain the ability to predict, he would die in 3 days? If he gained the ability to predict, he would be able to avoid many crises in the future and live tens of thousands of years longer. After knowing these situations, Yifeng made a decision in his heart, that is, no matter what, he must let Ding Heng absorb the power of these 10,000 pieces of predictive fragments. Ding Heng would never have thought that it was because of his good-intentioned advice to Yifeng not to be a gambler that he unexpectedly gained a powerful foresight ability that could extend his life by tens of thousands of years. Brother Ding, why do you like gambling so much? Is gambling really that addictive? After knowing these circumstances, Yifeng did not immediately tell Ding Heng about the foresight fragments, but pretended to be puzzled and asked. Brother Yi, you don't understand this. Although gambling is all about winning, more often than not, you enjoy the anticipation, tension, and excitement brought by gambling. As for the gambling game between the two of us just now, although I won, and the amount I won was far beyond my imagination, to be honest, I was not that excited, because the result of this kind of gambling game is already known in advance, and I can't feel the tension brought by the process at all. It can be said that for a real gambler, although he wants to win, he doesn't want to know the result in advance. If a gambler has the ability to know the results of all gambling games in advance, then he is not far from quitting gambling, because he can no longer enjoy the happiness that can be brought by it. Hearing Yifeng's question, Ding Heng also explained in a serious voice. So that's it. Brother Ding. Then I just have a batch of predictive fragments in my hand. As long as you absorb the power inside, you will have a certain ability to predict the future. But I am a prodigal son. This kind of good thing must be given to people who don't need this ability. What kind of person do you think is the most suitable to give it to? After listening to Ding Heng's explanation, Yifeng looked at him with a smirk and asked again. Precognitive fragments? Absorbing the power in the fragments can give you a certain ability to predict the future? Such a powerful power, who doesn't want it except gamblers? Wait a minute. Am I not a gambler? Then why are you asking such a question? Can't you just report my name? Thinking of this, Ding Heng panicked. He just wanted to be a gambler quietly, not a gambling god. Brother Yi. Such a powerful power, I'm afraid everyone wants it. So, I don't know who would not want to get this powerful power. After trying to calm himself down, Ding Heng looked at Yifeng and expressed his thoughts. Really? Then Brother Ding, do you want to have this powerful predictive ability? Seeing Ding Heng pretending to be confused, Yifeng also pretended to be curious and asked. Fuck. Brother Yi has no martial ethics. How the hell should I answer this? If I say I don't want it, then I am the person he wants to find. If I say I want it, what if he wants to give it to me? Hearing Yifeng's unsolvable question, Ding Heng was directly confused and didn't know how to answer this question for a while. Oh. Brother Yi, I suddenly remembered something. My first, second, and third wives are all about to give birth. I have to go back and help them deliver the babies. Not knowing how to answer, Ding Heng made up an excuse and quickly ran towards the door of the lounge. Brother Ding is also a ruthless person. Although I guessed that he would find an excuse to escape. But I didn't expect that the excuse he came up with would be so fierce. Not only did the 3 wives have to give birth together, but I also had to help deliver the babies myself. Seeing Ding Heng running away, Yifeng shook his head helplessly. At the door. Swish. As Ding Heng stepped out of the door, a blood-red rapier was instantly placed on his neck, and at the same time a bloodthirsty aura enveloped him, making him tremble all over. Go back. Then, a cold voice sounded in front of him. Go back. I'll go back now. Looking at the one-armed swordsman in front of him who exuded a bloodthirsty aura, Ding Heng was frightened and responded quickly, and then he obediently returned to the lounge. Brother Yi. Please don't give me those predictive fragments. If I really have the ability to predict, how can I enjoy the fun of gambling in the future? After returning to the lounge, Ding Heng looked at Yifeng and begged. Chapter 736, What's going on? This guy flew in on his knees? Brother Ding. If I say that you will encounter a fatal crisis in 3 days. And if you don't have this predictive ability, you will die tragically in that fatal crisis. Do you believe it or not? Hearing Ding Heng's plea, Yifeng told the news with a serious face. I will die in 3 days? Isn't that the end of the matter? If I really die, I will still be a gambler, then I will become a dead dog directly? Hearing Yifeng's words, Ding Heng's face suddenly changed, and then looked at Yi Feng and said hurriedly, "Brother Yi, those predictive fragments are simply nightmares for gamblers, so let me bear this pain, don't look for other gamblers." Believe it now? Such a mysterious thing, he doesn't doubt it at all? Hearing Ding Heng's words, Yi Feng was also surprised, and then asked, "Brother Ding, don't you doubt the news I told you at all?" "Do you doubt it? Why do you doubt it? You have no reason to lie to me. Although I can't continue to be a gambler, I have gained extremely powerful predictive abilities. In the final analysis, I have made a big profit." Hearing Yi Feng's question, Ding Heng also explained in a serious tone. "Brother Ding, if you want to understand it this way, there is nothing wrong with it. But, I have to say it, your mentality is quite good." Hearing Ding Heng's words, Yi Feng also laughed and said, My mentality is good? I'm just pretending. If my life was not in danger, how could I give up my identity as a gambler?" Thinking of this, Ding Heng shouted in his heart, "Gamble, without you, how can I live in the future?" After a moment. "Wait a minute. Brother Yi, I heard footsteps outside. It might be that manager Zhang coming over. Before absorbing the predicted fragment, can I bet one last time on which foot will step into the lounge first?" Just as Yi Feng was about to put the predicted fragment on Ding Heng's forehead, Ding Heng suddenly noticed something, and then looked at Yi Feng with a pitiful look and said his last wish. "Fuck. This guy really has a gambling heart. If it weren't for the threat to his life, I'm afraid he would never give up his identity as a gambler and choose to absorb the power of the predicted fragment." Hearing Ding Heng's words, Yi Feng was really convinced. "Okay. Then I'll bet with you for one last round. I'll bet on 10 pots of silver fanged Tyrannosaurus tears plus this Colosseum, and you'll bet on the 10 pots of silver fanged Tyrannosaurus tears you just won plus all the treasures on your body. Do you want to bet?" Then, Yi Feng looked at Ding Heng and told him what he was thinking. "Bet. The worst that can happen is that you'll lose everything." At this point, Ding Heng showed an extremely excited look and continued, "I bet he'll come in with his left foot first. Then I'll bet he'll come in with his right foot first. If he comes in with both feet, even if he wins, the bet belongs to him, although this is a very small possibility." After hearing Ding Heng's words, Yi Feng immediately added, "Dong. Dong. Dong." At this moment, the sound of the door rang from outside. "Come in." After hearing this, Yi Feng shouted directly, and then both of them looked at the door. The other side. My little Colosseum is nothing in the eyes of that mysterious young master. But he still challenged my little Colosseum. Could it be that he was not targeting the Colosseum, but me? Among the people I offended before, there is a friend of this mysterious young master, so he came here to help his friend find a place? Then I am not in danger? At this time, Sher Sanhai, who came to the door of the guarding lounge, thought of this possibility, and his eyes instantly showed a look of panic, and even his body trembled uncontrollably. It is a blessing, not a disaster, and it is a disaster that cannot be avoided. No matter whether he is coming for me or not, I will go in and knock him directly, which will definitely be good for me. Thinking of this, Sher Sanhai gave up the idea of pushing the door and going in, but pushed the door open first, then took a few steps back, followed by a short distance run up, and finally jumped directly at the door of the room, and then knelt in the air when he jumped in. Bang! With a muffled sound, Sher Sanhai knelt steadily in front of Yi Feng and Ding Heng. Such a weird scene directly made Yi Feng and Ding Heng dumbfounded. They never thought that the other party would fly in on his knees. Although Yi Feng said that if the other party came in with both feet, the bet would be on the other party, he just said it casually. After all, who would jump on both feet for no reason? But he never expected that the other party did not jump on both feet, but flew in on his knees. Stonefield Master. Are your legs injured? Can't walk? After recovering from his shock, Ding Heng looked at Sher Sanhai and asked him. After all, he knew Sher Sanhai, but in his impression, the other party's legs were fine. No injury. My legs can walk normally. Hearing Ding Heng's question, Sher Sanhai also answered quickly. There is nothing wrong with the leg, so what does it mean that you kneeled and flew in? Do you know that you kneeled and flew, and I became a pauper directly? After learning that there was nothing wrong with Sher Sanhai's legs, Ding Heng was going crazy. It didn't matter if he lost the bet, but he really couldn't accept such a bizarre loss, not to mention that this bet was the last bet in his life. Is this guy the owner of the Tianyang Coliseum? I just won the Tianyang Coliseum, and he just flew and knelt, not only winning the Coliseum back, but also getting 20 pots of silver Fang Tyrannosaurus tears for free? Hearing Ding Heng reveal the other party's identity, Yi Feng on the side was also shocked. He really didn't expect that the person who came this time was not Manager Zhang, but the owner of this Coliseum. What he didn't expect was that an impossible thing was actually done by the other party. What are you doing? Why are you two looking at me with such strange eyes? I just flew in and knelt, wanting to kowtow first? Do you have to react so strongly, seeing that both of them were staring at him with strange eyes? Sher Sanhai panicked even more, and then looked at Yi Feng and said hurriedly, Young Master Yi, I am Sher Sanhai, the owner of Tianyang Arena. If I have offended you in the past. Before Sher Sanhai finished speaking, Yi Feng interrupted directly, Master Sher, you won. What did I win? Did I win your favor? Hearing Yi Feng's inexplicable words, Sher Sanhai was stunned. Chapter 737 Yi Xiaochue, don't go too far. A moment later. Master Sher. I have packed all the things. We can go now. No matter where you go, I will always be by your side. I believe that you can definitely make a comeback. Arriving at the guard lounge, Manager Zhang also looked at Sher Sanhai with a firm look and said. Huh? Where are young Master Yi and the others? At this moment, when Manager Zhang found that Yi Feng and Ding Heng were not here, he also asked with a puzzled look on his face. Gone. Master Yi and Master Ding are gone. Moreover, they not only returned the Colosseum to me, but also gave me 20 pots of silver Fang Tyrannosaurus tears. Don't ask me why. To be honest, I'm a little confused now. Hearing Manager Zhang's question, Sher Sanhai also responded casually, and then thought to himself, could all this be related to my flying kneeling? On the other side. Brother Yi. You gave me the ability to predict the future, so that I could avoid the fatal crisis 3 days later. I will definitely remember this favor. If you need me, Ding Heng, in the future, just ask. After saying that, Ding Heng handed a sound transmission stone to Yi Feng, and then turned and walked out of the town. Young Master Yi. We are back. Just then, Ba Feng's voice sounded from not far away. Butler Ba. Didn't you take Feitian Pig to compete in refining talismans? But why did I see Feitian Pig chasing 4 people in the air just now? Seeing Ba Feng and Feitian Pig coming over, Yi Feng also asked, curiously. Young Master Yi. You don't know. It's okay for those 4 bastards to mock me, but they dared to mock Brother Pig. How can I indulge them? Then I let Brother Pig teach them a lesson. This time they are all honest and don't even dare to compete. Hearing Yi Feng's question, Ba Feng also said angrily. So that's how it is. Okay, we don't have to keep going. Let's use the designated space portal to return to the palace gate. I'm a little tired from playing these 2 days. I want to go back and rest early. After saying that, Yi Feng directly activated a designated space portal, and then took Ba Feng and Feitian Zhuzhu back to the foot of Xinghuan Mountain. Xinghuan Mountain, at the foot of the mountain. Huzi. Hurry up. I'm betting on you to win this round, and I'm even betting on the bitter tea seeds. If you lose, don't blame me for pulling out your tiger hair to make bitter tea seeds. Magic Dragon number 1. Go ahead, if you win I'll give you a massage, but if you lose I'll pull out your tendons and bones. Magic Dragon number 8. You've won 2 games in a row, dare you win another one for me? When Yifeng, Ba Feng and Feitian Zhuzhu walked out of the space portal, a series of shouts came into the ears of the 2 people and the pig from not far away. Fuck. Is this a strange track made of top-grade divine crystals? Why does the tiger running freely inside feel like a holy light tiger demon? And the 9 dragons running beside them, are they all heaven-devouring demon dragons? When Ba Feng noticed the 9 dragons and 1 tiger running wildly on the track, he was extremely shocked. He never thought that there would be these 2 kinds of divine beasts in the palace gate where Yifeng was. You know, whether it is the holy light tiger demon or the heaven-devouring demon dragon, their tribes are one of the top 10 divine beast tribes in the god realm. Butler Ba. You can call those 5 people the 5 tigers of the mountain. They all want to join the Star Soul Palace, so they live at the foot of the Star Soul Mountain, waiting for an opportunity. The holy light tiger demon in the runway is the battle pet of a shit shoveler in the palace. As for the other 9 sky-devouring demon dragons, they are the main food in the palace. I have raised a total of 1,000, and I have eaten some of them so far. At this time, Yifeng also looked at Ba Feng and introduced these situations. The holy light tiger demon is the battle pet of the shit shoveler, I can barely accept it. But you actually raised 1,000 sky-devouring demon dragons in the palace? And you don't want to train them into a trump card of the palace, but raise them to eat. That's the sky-devouring demon dragon. Hearing Yifeng's words, Ba Feng was shocked. He never thought that those sky-devouring demon dragons were actually raised to eat. Even the overlord-level forces can't do such a thing. Young Master Yi. You're back. At this moment, Zhu Shan first spotted Yifeng, and then pulled his disciple, Qin Ziheng, to Yifeng's front. When the 3 great elders of Dian sect heard this, they immediately walked towards Yifeng. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? This time I fought hard and finally rushed to the first place, and I was about to reach the finish line, but you all left? On the luxurious runway, when the holy light tiger monster noticed that all 5 people were walking towards Yifeng in the distance, his mentality collapsed directly. You know, it has competed with the 9-headed stinky dragon for 20 games. This time it finally ran to the first place, but it was gone? 5 people. Let me introduce you. This is Butler Ba. He will be the chief butler of our Xinghuan Palace in the future. He is also responsible for guiding Feitian Zhuzhu to learn the art of talismans. Seeing that the 5 people came over, Yifeng also introduced Ba Feng's identity. Hearing Yifeng's words, the 5 people looked at Ba Feng with envy. Yi Shachue. Don't go too far. Look at my heaven-shaking kick. At this moment, Yi Xiaojiao's angry voice sounded from above, and then a huge footprint that covered the sky appeared in the air, and the space around the footprint collapsed completely. The scene was like the end of the world. Too much? I was afraid you would be bored, so I came here to play with you. How is that too much? I'm telling you, don't talk nonsense, or I'll sue you for defamation. Then, Yi Xiaochui's voice rang out from above, and at the same time, 2 huge iron hammers 100 feet long appeared in the air, then tore through the space and smashed directly towards the huge footprint. Space collapsed. Turbulence surged. The whole world seemed to be about to be destroyed. Fuck. What on earth are those 2 people fighting above? Is this really the power that a Shintoist can possess? Seeing this horrific scene that was like the end of the world, Ba Feng was almost scared to death. You know, he was a peak warrior of the 9th level of the divine tribulation realm, but when he felt the 2 terrifying auras above, he felt like an ant. In fact, he was not even as good as an ant. Chapter 738 There is something wrong with the people and beasts in this palace gate. Zhu Shan. What's going on? Seeing Yi Xiaojiao and Yi Xiaochui fighting in the air, Yi Feng also looked at Zhu Shan with a puzzled look and asked. Young Master Yi. I don't know much about it. Anyway, a few days ago, a strong man holding 2 hammers came here. Then, he beat up Master Xiaojiao. We thought that a beating would be enough, but who would have thought that it was just the beginning? These days, he beat Master Xiaojiao once when he had something to do, and beat Master Xiaojiao twice when he had nothing to do. We are numb. Hearing Yi Feng's inquiry, Zhu Shan also hurriedly told what he knew. Is that so? Then leave them alone and let them play by themselves. After saying that, Yi Feng led Ba Feng and Fei Tianzhu towards the mountain road. Fuck. Yunlang Poison Stone. Young Master Ye's palace gate actually uses Yunlang Poison Stone as stone steps and paves this mountain road? When Ba Feng walked up the mountain road and found that the stone steps under his feet were actually Yunlang Poison Stone, his face also showed a touch of shock. After all his family assets might not be able to afford a few pieces of such large Yunlang Poison Stone. Xinghuan Mountain, top of the mountain. The entire palace gate is actually made of top-grade divine crystals? Water cloud magic crystals? A hut is made of so many water cloud magic crystals? A swimming pool of sky-devouring demon dragon's blood? 100 barrels of white flame nether dew are actually used to bathe the young sky-devouring demon dragon? When Ba Feng came to the top of the mountain and saw so many top treasures being wasted in various crazy ways, he felt his heart was broken. He knew that Yi Feng was a spendthrift, but he didn't expect that the palace where Yi Feng was also so wasteful. I am Huashan, the master of Xinghuan Palace. Are you the new housekeeper, Ba Feng? At this moment, Huashan stepped on the heavenly tribulation cloud and came to Ba Feng, and then looked at Ba Feng with a playful look and asked. Palace Master. I am Ba. Stare. Before he finished speaking, when Ba Feng felt that the cloud at the foot of Huashan actually exuded the aura of a heavenly calamity cloud, he was so shocked that his eyes widened instantly. His eyes were full of disbelief. Butler Ba. Isn't it just a heavenly calamity cloud? What's the big deal? If your mentality is so bad, how can you do things in the palace in the future? Seeing Ba Feng's eyes fixed on the heavenly tribulation cloud under his feet, Huashan also said with a smug look on his face. Isn't it just a heavenly tribulation cloud? That's the heavenly tribulation cloud, the incarnation of heaven. The most feared existence for us Shintoists. As a result, you stepped on it and flew around with it. Any normal person would think I was acting like this. Hearing Huashan's words, Ba Feng also revealed a bitter smile. He felt that if he wanted to stay in this palace, he would probably have to adapt to a lot of things. Wow. Palace Master, there are such beautiful female disciples in our palace? At this moment, when Ba Feng saw Shi Dachuan coming from a distance, a smirk that only men have appeared on his face. Ha ha ha. Butler Ba, he is not a female disciple, he is a man. Hearing Ba Feng's words, Huashan couldn't help laughing, and then revealed Shi Dachuan's true identity. Man? Such a beautiful woman, you tell me she is a man? Hearing Huashan's words, Ba Feng was completely dumbfounded. After a moment. Practice loser, Palace Master Hua. Sun Long, the shit shoveler who only knows how to bathe the young dragon of the devouring sky demon dragon all day long. Tiger herding dog, holy light tiger demon. Shi Dachuan, a beautiful woman with a sexy body and charming smile. Flying pig, a war pig who thinks about guns all day long. Young master, a crazy prodigal. After learning about the situation of the people and beasts in the palace, Ba Feng was completely dumbfounded. He never thought that there was no normal person in the palace, from people to beasts. No way. I am the chief steward of Xinghuan Palace now. If I am too normal, wouldn't it be very special? If that's the case, how can I get along with everyone? Thinking of this, Ba Feng lowered his head and pondered. He had to find a way to make himself abnormal. The other side. I've had enough fun outside these days. I'll just stay in the palace for a while in the next few days. After returning to his residence, Yi Feng made a decision, then lay down on the bed, and rested with the soft quilt between his legs, muttering to himself, 7 fairies, here I come. The next day, early morning. Elder Wu. Does the 10 Great Sex trial hosted by our Tianmiao Pavilion really have to invite the newly established Xinghuan Palace? The other party doesn't even have a decent fairy peak. They just found a broken mountain and founded the palace. To be honest, I feel that this Xinghuan Palace is not even as good as a third-rate force. At this time, on the way to Xinghuan Mountain, a young man in luxurious clothes also expressed his thoughts with disdain. Young Pavilion Master. You still don't understand the Pavilion Master's real thoughts. You know, the location of this Xinghuan Palace is within the control area of our Tianmiao Pavilion. So, our invitation is fake, and we are taking the opportunity to find out the other party's strength. After hearing the young man's words, the old man also smiled and explained. The invitation is fake. Is it true that you are taking the opportunity to find out the other party's strength? Hearing the old man's explanation, the young man sneered, and then said, for an unknown force like this, that doesn't even have a fairy peak, why do we need to find out their strength? If the other party is really strong, even stronger than our Tianmiao Pavilion, I will eat a pile of food upside down. Ah. The young Pavilion Master is still too young. If you want to live long, you can never underestimate any person or force. I don't know when the young Pavilion Master will understand this truth. Hearing the young man's words, the old man also shook his head helplessly, and then directly urged the flying artifact under him, and rushed to Xinghuan Mountain at the fastest speed. Xinghuan Mountain, the top of the mountain. It's over. I ruined another quilt by sleeping. It seems that I have to ask Xiaochui to make a soft, comfortable, strong and durable quilt for me in the future. After waking up in the morning and seeing that the quilt between his legs was full of holes, Yi Feng shook his head helplessly, and then quickly put the quilt into the system space. Let's check the prodigal products refreshed today first. Then, Yi Feng checked the prodigal products refreshed today. Chapter 739. Although you are the palace master, you can't lie with your eyes open. Today's prodigal product, Tianmiao Fire Lotus * 1000000 1 million. Tianmiao Fire Lotus, a special product in the Tiandao battlefield. If you absorb the power of Tianmiao Fire Lotus, you can change your physical constitution. This little information? Don't I have to ask people for this? After checking the situation of the prodigal products refreshed today, Yi Feng left his residence directly. Boom. 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 As the roars came from afar, Yi Feng also showed a hint of curiosity, and then walked towards the direction of the sound, and said to himself in confusion, who would set off cannons in the palace gate if it's not the New Year or the festival? A moment later. Ha ha ha. Butler Ba, is the power of this heavenly tribulation cloud under my feet still okay? At this time, Huashan, who was chasing Ba Fingpi on the heavenly tribulation cloud, also asked loudly with a proud look on his face. Is it still okay? Yes, damn. I just asked you casually, after this heavenly tribulation cloud is subdued, can it still release the heavenly tribulation, then you chased me and chopped me? Can't you answer me with your mouth, but you have to answer me with actual actions? Hearing Huashan's words, Ba Fingqi's mouth twitched. He felt that his palace master was not only a useless cultivator, but also had a bad brain. Palace master. Butler Ba. What are you doing here? At this moment, Yi Feng's voice came from not far away. After hearing Yifeng's voice, Huashan immediately stopped, and then jumped down from the Tiandao tribulation cloud, and quickly walked towards Yifeng. Young Master Yi. Butler Ba said that he wanted to feel the joy of being chased by the Tiandao thunder tribulation, and then I helped him feel it. After coming to Yifeng, Huashan started talking nonsense seriously. When did I say that I wanted to feel the joy of being chased by the Tiandao thunder tribulation? Although you are the palace master, you can't lie with your eyes open. Ba Feng, who had just walked over, couldn't believe his ears for a moment when he heard this. He had never thought that Huashan was not only a useless cultivator with a bad brain, but also a good liar. What? Want to feel the joy of being chased by the heavenly Dao thunder tribulation? Is this a normal person's idea? Hearing what Huashan said, Yifeng also said this with a shocked look on his face. However, the speaker is unintentional, but the listener is intentional. After hearing what Yifeng said, Ba Feng's eyes suddenly flashed with a gleam of light, and he was even more excited to think, I thought about it all night, and I didn't know how to make myself abnormal. As a result, because the palace master lied with his eyes open, I actually found the direction. Butler Ba. Is what the palace master said true? After recovering from his shock, Yifeng looked at Ba Feng and asked him. He always felt that Ba Feng was a relatively normal person and shouldn't have such a strange hobby. Really? Young Master Yi, I really like being chased by the heavenly thunder tribulation. The feeling of madly testing on the edge of death makes me extremely fascinated. Hearing Yifeng's question, Ba Feng also responded quickly. I'm talking nonsense here. Are you helping me to make it up? So smart? Huashan, who was standing by, nodded secretly after hearing what Ba Feng said, thinking to himself, how could Butler Ba be the chief butler of the palace? He really knows how to do things. System. Is there any treasure that can improve Ba Feng's physique? It would be best if he could absorb the power of the heavenly Dao thunder tribulation. Otherwise, I'm really afraid that he will go too far one day and be struck to death by a heavenly thunder tribulation. After confirming this situation from Ba Feng, Yifeng asked the system in his heart. Ding. Remind the host that the heavenly thunder lotus is very suitable for Ba Feng. As long as he absorbs the power of the heavenly thunder lotus, he can change his physique and allow his body to absorb the power of the heavenly thunder tribulation. However, even if his physique is improved to the extreme, there is an upper limit to the power of the heavenly thunder tribulation. If it exceeds the upper limit, he will still be struck to death. As Yifeng's voice fell, the voice of the system rang in his mind. System. I am a spendthrift god. Can I give away such rubbish? Is there no treasure that can be completely immune to the power of the heavenly thunder tribulation? After hearing this, Yifeng asked again. Ding. Host, can you respect the heavenly Dao tribulation cloud a little? It is the incarnation of heaven. How can there be so many treasures that can ignore its power? Moreover, isn't Ba Feng a talisman master? When the power of the heavenly Dao thunder tribulation absorbed in the body is about to reach the upper limit, he can use the power of the heavenly Dao thunder tribulation absorbed in the body to refine talismans. The power of the refined talismans is very terrifying. Therefore, the heavenly Dao thunder lotus is definitely the most suitable for him. Hearing Yifeng's question, the system immediately explained. The power of the heavenly Dao thunder tribulation absorbed in the body can also be used to refine talismans. If that's the case, then the heavenly thunder lotus seems to be really suitable for Ba Feng. After knowing this situation, Yifeng smiled, and then looked at Ba Feng. That look. That smile. Something's wrong. Master Ye's expression on my face is a little bit wrong. Could it be that I deliberately pretended to be an abnormal person and was discovered by Master Yi? Noticing the change in Yifeng's demeanor at this time, Ba Feng also revealed a trace of panic. Butler Ba. You like to be chased and struck by the heavenly thunder tribulation, that's your preference, I won't persuade you. But if you play too hard one day, you will die directly under the heavenly thunder tribulation. For your safety, I'm going to give you a gift. Just when Ba Feng was a little uneasy, Yi Feng looked at the other party and expressed his thoughts. In order to get along with you guys, I just disguised myself. As a result, there is an unexpected gain? Hearing Yi Feng's words, the nervousness on Ba Feng's face disappeared instantly, replaced by endless excitement. Mr. Yi. What is the gift? After trying to calm himself down, Ba Feng looked at Yi Feng expectantly and asked. Heavenly Thunder Lotus. The gift I prepared for you is the Heavenly Thunder Lotus. As long as you absorb the power of the Heavenly Thunder Lotus, your physique will be improved. At that time, even if you are really struck by the Heavenly Thunder tribulation, you will not die directly. Moreover, you can also use the power of the Heavenly Thunder tribulation absorbed by your body to refine talismans. Just think about it, if you use the power of the Heavenly Thunder tribulation to refine talismans, how powerful will the talismans be? At that time, you will really be the undisputed #1 talisman master. Hearing Ba Feng's question, Yi Feng also smiled and said. Chapter 740 Tonight, let's have an unprecedented fireworks feast. I'm pretending. I don't really like being chased and struck by the Heavenly Thunder tribulation. If you do this, won't I be chased and struck by the Heavenly Thunder tribulation for a while in the future? After hearing Yi Feng's words, Ba Feng was completely dumbfounded. He never thought that Yi Feng would give him such a gift. Wait a minute. Is there a possibility? That's right, the gift young Master Yi gave me was fake to protect me, and the real one was to let me refine talismans for the palace gate while being struck by lightning? Thinking of this possibility, Ba Feng panicked instantly, because the more he thought about it, the more he felt that this conjecture was true. After all, it is not easy to encounter the heavenly Tao tribulation cloud in other places, but there is a ready-made heavenly Tao tribulation cloud in this palace gate. It's over. Isn't this fucking over? It's okay, why should I pretend to be an abnormal person? Now it's good, not only can I feel the joy of being chased and struck by the heavenly Tao thunder tribulation, but I can also enjoy the joy of improving the way of talismans while being struck by lightning. Thinking of the double happiness he will face in the future, Ba Feng also shed tears of regret. Young Master Yi. You really worry about us. Look, Butler Ba is so moved that he cries. At this moment, Huashan noticed the crying Ba Feng, and then flattered Yi Feng. I'm so miserable. You are still using me to flatter Master Yi? Although you are the palace master, can you be a human being? Hearing what Huashan said, Ba Feng felt even more uncomfortable. He felt that the people in this palace were all so damn mean. Butler Ba. There are 100 heavenly thunder lotuses in this magic ring. After absorbing all of them, your physique will be improved to the extreme. It just so happens that I have something to talk to the palace master about. You can find a place to absorb the power of the heavenly thunder lotus. After handing a magic ring to Ba Feng, Yi Feng let Ba Feng leave first, and then looked at Huashan and asked, Palace Master, do you know the Heavenly Fire Lotus? Yes. The Tian Miao Fire Lotus and the Tian Dao Thunder Lotus are both special products that can only be found in the Tian Dao battlefield. However, the Tian Miao Fire Lotus cannot be compared with the Tian Dao Thunder Lotus, not only because the power of the Tian Dao Thunder Lotus is far stronger than that of the Tian Miao Fire Lotus, but also because the Tian Dao Thunder Lotus is even rarer. As far as I know, it seems that only 3 Tian Dao Thunder Lotuses have been discovered, and they are all 3-petal Thunder Lotuses. But there are many Tian Miao Fire Lotuses, and even the 9-petal Fire Lotus has appeared many times, so it can only be regarded as a relatively common rare treasure. Hearing Yi Feng's inquiry, Huashan told him everything he knew. A relatively common rare treasure. No wonder the system gave me 1 million directly. Thinking of this, Yifeng looked at Huashan and continued to ask, Palace Master, what is so special about this Tian Miao Fire Lotus? Young Master Yi, do you have a Tian Miao Fire Lotus in your hand? Then, do you want to lose? Hearing this, Huashan, who was already familiar with Yifeng's routine, immediately asked back. Palace Master. You are the Palace Master, you are so accurate. Do you have any good ideas to squander your fortune? Hearing Huashan's words, Yifeng asked back with a smile on his face. Burn it. Although the Tianmiao Fire Lotus can improve the physique of Shintoists and allow the body to absorb some of the fire power, it is afraid of fire. Even the most ordinary flame can ignite it. Someone has tried it before. Once the Tianmiao Fire Lotus is lit, it will spin wildly and fly into the sky. At the same time, it can also emit a special blue flame, which is said to be extremely cool. Hearing Yifeng's question, Huashan excitedly expressed his thoughts, because he really wanted to see how cool the Tianmiao Fire Lotus would be when it was lit. What he didn't know was that Yifeng didn't have one Tianmiao Fire Lotus in his hand, but 1 million of them. Ignite. Spin wildly. Fly into the sky. It can also release a special blue flame. Isn't this just fireworks? After hearing Huashan's idea, Yifeng was stunned at first, and then he showed a touch of excitement. After all, the scene of 1 million Tianmiao Fire Lotuses rising into the sky together would definitely be very shocking. Young Master Yi. Play is for fun, watch is for watching. But this must not be seen by the people of Tianmiao Pavilion. After all, their biggest trump card is the Tianmiao Fire Lotus. If they see us lighting the Tianmiao Fire Lotus for fun, they will definitely go crazy. At this moment, Huashan suddenly thought of something, and then looked at Yifeng and reminded him. Palace Master. We lose our own things, why should we care about other people's feelings? Besides, we don't even know where Tianmiao Pavilion is, so how could they see us lighting the Tianmiao Fire Lotus? Hearing Huashan's reminder, Yifeng said indifferently. Young Master Yi. Our Xinghuan Mountain is located in the area controlled by Tianmiao Pavilion. To put it bluntly, this is someone else's territory. Under normal circumstances, we have to tell them before we create a palace gate, unless we are stronger than them. And as far as I know, this Tianmiao Pavilion is pretty good. It usually does not suppress the various forces in the area under its control. If it were other forces, I'm afraid they would have come to trouble us long ago. Huashan hurriedly explained when he found that Yifeng did not understand these situations. Huh? Is it so troublesome to create a force? You actually need to look at other people's faces? After hearing this, Yifeng also asked with a puzzled look on his face. Young Master Yi. The God Realm is also a world of the survival of the fittest. If you don't want to look at other people's faces, you have to find an area that is not controlled by any force to create a force. We have created a palace gate here, which is actually equivalent to seeking the protection of Tianmiao Pavilion. It is also normal for us to look at other people's faces and hand over some divine crystals every year. Hearing what Yifeng said, Huashan explained again. So that's how it is. There's nothing wrong with looking at someone's face. However, although our palace is definitely stronger than Tianmiao Pavilion, we can't break the rules. We still have to pay the protection fee. After understanding these circumstances, Yifeng felt that this was also an opportunity to ruin his family, so how could he miss it? When the time comes, leave the protection fee to Butler Ba. Tell him to go to Tianmiao Pavilion early tomorrow morning and pay the protection fee. But tonight, you have to gather everyone to the top of the mountain, and call the 5 tigers from the bottom of the mountain together. We are going to have an unprecedented fireworks feast. At this time, Yifeng also looked at Huashan with excitement and said,